It's so easy to be successful nowadays because people are weak.
Yeah.
Everybody's weak.
Yeah.
Most people get to this stage and they decide to stop. And now the bar is set so low.
The universe punishes the lazy. The universe is just and fair. So the universe will never allow you to work towards something and not deliver the outcome. The universe also knows when you are faking it, when you're making a half-hearted attempt, and it will deliver despair. See, that's the beautiful thing about universal laws, is that the universe is just and fair. The universe goes, hey, you know what? I will conspire with you to deliver whatever outcome you want in life, but you must do the work. And in the absence of the work over a designated period of time, I will make sure that you feel the pain of your laziness, of your complacency, and of your desire of wanting an outcome without putting in the goddamn work.
What's the matter with you? There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
There's so many people that have the ability and just refuse to get off that couch. Refuse to study a few more hours. Refuse to go deeper, to go further. And that's where I gain the advantage. It's so easy to be great nowadays, my friend, because most people are weak. Most people don't want to go to that extra mile. Most people don't want to find that extra because it sucks. It's miserable. It's lonely. You talk about that you were kind of, lonely by yourself. I was the same way. And that used to hurt me growing up. Now I thrive in that shit. That's the only place to be.
If yesterday you stacked some W's, those wins from yesterday were only good for yesterday. They expire at midnight. And I know that. I've discovered that. See, so many people rest on their laurels. So many people go, well, I stacked a whole bunch of wins. I made a whole bunch of sales. I had $1 million a year last year. That doesn't mean that you deserve $1 million or $2 million a year this year.
What I found is that winning doesn't happen on show day. It happens in those early mornings, painful workouts, long cardio sessions, and hungry nights. It happens in those moments of fear we all have when faced with a difficult goal, and then more so, what you make of that fear. It happens in every second of every day before you win. If you can take every opportunity you have to bring yourself closer to your goal, win every one of those opportunities, all while becoming more resilient in the process, how can you lose?
Whenever I get to a low point where I think, why do I even bother? I just remind myself, this is where most people stop, and this is why they don't win.
Man, it is so easy to win.
Without implementation, you are just a gatherer of information, right? The lazy gather information. Oh, I know that book. I read it. Well, did you do anything about it, motherfucker? Did you apply it to your life? No, you didn't. See, the person with the ultimate mindset might have only read one book and they applied everything from their book to that life. The lazy person will say, well, I read 4 books. You did, but you didn't apply any of it to your life, right?
People, Earth, I need to say something. Listen to me. I hope every one of you, the arena, can feel this level of happiness just one time in your life. I hope all of you can feel how happy I am just one time in your life. Feel this level of happiness if you don't go for something in your own life. When they knock you down, when they try on you, when they talk about you, and they track. If you stay down, you will never ever get that resolve. Fortify your mind and feel this level of happiness as you rise. One time in your life, but I'm blessed to be able to feel this again and again and again and again and again.
Get to the spot where your mind is saying stop. Whatever that is, you gotta get there first. And then that's when that shit starts to work for you. You gotta control yourself in that moment. Every day you have to do this shit. Because why? When you stop doing it, you don't just maintain it. If you stop shooting a gun, you're not gonna be a great shot if you pick a gun up a year from now. The only way to keep from getting rusty is to constantly oil that machine. The machine exists. You gotta keep challenging it every day.
Winning equally has no finish line. It's about the responsibility to ourselves to take control of what little things you can in this world, regardless of circumstance. To train your mind to switch your perspective and focus on being the absolute best you can be in the areas you do have control over.
When a man is dedicated and committed to his duty and purpose in life, in reaching his fullest potential, There is no room, there is no time, there is no space for the devil to play. And the devil shows up as shame, as guilt, as depression, as anxiety, as loneliness, as hopelessness. That's the fact. If you're feeling all those things, it's because you are ignoring your higher calling. You know you're meant for more. Conscience is literally knocking on your door in the form of depression and anxiety. And that's why so many of you are suffering. And then each time you want to lose focus and say, well, I've got ADD and this is why I can't really focus. You go, no. This is a discipline issue, not an ADD issue. It's a lack of focus issue and a discipline issue. So I'm going to focus on my purpose over the pleasures that I want.
Now here's the key to discipline. Start with the little disciplines, get excited over the little disciplines, and get right on those, because those will lead to the big ones. You can't handle the big challenges in life unless you take on the little ones. Make a list of all the things you can do, get right on those, discipline yourself for those, both for the results and for the muscle and for the practice, so that when life hands you some big challenges, you'll be ready, you'll have the muscle. But see, if you don't handle the small ones, you can't take care of the big ones.
Success comes down to doing the obvious thing for an extraordinary period of time without convincing yourself you're smarter than you are.
So many lives would transform overnight if they realized my life sucks, I have nothing going for me, really means I have nothing to lose, and that makes you a very dangerous person.
You can flip the fact that you have nothing going for you with you have nothing to lose. And that means that you can take lots of risks very quickly and end up in the exact same position you are, which is nothing.
Your biggest enemy, the most important conversation you will ever have in your fucking life is the one you have with yourself. You wake up with it, you walk around with it, you go to bed with it, eventually you're going to act on it, whether you're good or bad. You gain knowledge through suffering. And on the other end of suffering is a world that very few have ever seen. It's a beautiful world, because that's where you find yourself.
You need to mind your own fucking business. So many people out there gossip, spread rumors, waste time talking about shit that has nothing to do with their own personal development into the highest level version of themselves. Just mind your own fucking business. Just because people are gossiping and spreading rumors and talking about shit that's irrelevant to your personal growth does not mean that you should be involved in it.